All right, here's an example of using Zoom on your classroom computer. This is on a desktop. I've opened up a Zoom room. I've got 3 people in my room. So here's my Zoom window in the front here, okay? I can go ahead and click participants and chat, and this is what I usually do, and they come up. I've actually pulled them out so they don't pop out, but say I decided, so I've got them separate. I have them in separate windows, so I can actually have my participant list up here so I can be monitoring if I get someone in the waiting room. I have my screen here with all my students as they come in, right? The neat thing about Zoom is on the desktop also is that you can actually see your participants when you share your screen. So when I go ahead to share, by the way, what I would do is I would get my screen ready that I wanted to share. So say it's this presentation here that I want to share. And I probably would actually put it in present, and I would actually minimize it down here so that it actually is in its own window, but it's the most of the screen. That's kind of how I would do it. So I know this is what I want to share with my students. So I go back to my Zoom window, I share my screen, and I'm going to actually pick the one that I just prepared. So here's this. By the way, notice on here, since I'm connected to the SMARTBoard, it says, do you want to do the screen 1 or screen 2? So I could, in this screen here, because I'm in extend, right? I could actually choose to just share what's on the SMARTBoard, screen 2, and that would only share the screen. It actually puts a little border around it to show me that's what you're sharing. Or this one, notice now it gets, this one gets a border. So I could do that. In this case, you know what though? I just want to share this one. This is all I want to share. So I'm going to say share. And now notice this screen has a green around it. A lot of teachers will ask me, how do I know what I'm sharing? Well, on the desktop you can know. On the Chromebook it's not as easy. But on the desktop you know for a fact that yes, this is it because it's got a green box around it. Now notice what has happened with the screen. Now what I can do is I can slide that over so it's on there, so my students in class can see it if I'm in hybrid. But now I've got this really cool one, so I can actually over here have the ability to watch all my students here. I only have 3 students in here. I can still monitor the waiting room, and I can have other things opened if I wanted to monitor any other applications as we were going. In this case, I can still advance this by, oh, actually, I can't. If I were to take this and I were to put it into full present mode, and hold on, if I were to share it over there and put it into full present mode, then I could use the arrow keys over here as well to advance it. So I could go ahead and advance it here. One of the things that you'll notice when you do this is that when you move over your screen to the other, extend from the desktop to the SMARTBoard, you'll see this happens. It pauses it. So you need to resume share in order for you to be able to then advance through and for your participants to see the advancing through as well. Okay. All right. So that was one way that you can use Zoom on a desktop and extend screen to your SMARTBoard in order to see different things on different screens and be able to monitor students as you teach. Have a great day.